New tonight, parking along Convoy Street can be a big challenge. Now, city leaders are trying to come up with ways to make it easier. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee. CBS 8's Shannon Handy has details on what's being proposed and how both businesses and consumers are responding.
If you've been to Convoy, you know how difficult it can be to find parking. On Tuesday, the City Council will vote to make the area part of a parking district. That gives them the power to make changes, which could include installing parking meters. Whether it's lunch or dinner, day or night, parking on or near Convoy Street isn't easy.
It's horrible.
On Tuesday, the city could move forward with a plan to change that. The council will consider a proposal from the city's Sustainability and Mobility Department to make Kearny Mesa a community parking district. If approved, a board will be appointed to look at ways to improve parking in the area, including installing parking meters.
Definitely gets really tough.
Tommy Wynn is the owner of Cross Street Chicken and Beer. He likes the idea of meters, saying they would help with customer turnover.
I think that'll be actually great because, we struggle with people parking and leaving their cars overnight.
Meters or not, he says changes are needed as the area becomes more dense.
There's going to be residential coming in soon in the next several years. So I think that's going to really help out and just help the flow of Convoy.
Creation of a parking district allows us to have essentially a board that looks at various strategies and revenue mechanisms to pay for some of those strategies.
Chris Kate represents the Asian Business Association. He's also a former city council member, so he's familiar with the process. He says if Kearny Mesa does become a parking district, all options will be considered. Everything from changing parallel parking spaces into angle ones to establishing shared parking locations.
Where we partner with businesses when they're off-peak hours to have parking agreements in place and utilize their parking spots for customers, as well to looking at ways we can move people in and around Convoy. That comes at a cost, so how can we pay for something like that?
Kate says that's where the parking meters come in.
It allows us to have that additional revenue source above and beyond what the city offers to pay for strategies that are focused on Convoy.
We recently saw them installed in Pacific Beach, where opinions were mixed.
It's really kind of ridiculous. We're excited to have them here because it means improvements for our community.
I found the same reaction from people today.
That would be better, a better option. I wouldn't want to pay them.
But the one thing everyone does agree on, parking around here is tough and something needs to change.
And this is a step in the process. This will not happen overnight.
Shannon Handy, CBS 8.